Welcome to Spearfishing Down Under. Today we have another local day jumping on a jet ski, this time in the morning, diving with my mate Andrew Jones, dropping him off and coming back and picking up Josh Ball. We actually met at the boat ramp and Jones had to be dropped in by 10 o'clock to pick up his young girl from school. When we got out, we jumped in. Water's really clean, it's quite flat, and it was unbelievably fishy. Swam along the reef a little bit further. Next dive, I hit the bottom, fishy again, but I noticed there was really big bream that were just sitting there, not scared at all, milling around me, which I've mentioned before is a sign to me that there's no big predators around. I'm there looking for mulloway, so I made a move. After we made a move, I jumped back in the water. The next spot, again, was really fishy. Not just bait, but also surgeon fish as well. One of those areas that I just was expecting to see a mulloway at any moment. Jones and I got a bit separated and I dove on a set of boulders that I've seen mulloway on before. I headed down to the bottom. And I came into the back of a cave and I had a brief look, didn't see any mulloway. I was about to push off the bottom. But something in me just said, just check over the other side. I crept forward, put my head over that boulder, and I couldn't believe it when I looked down to see a really big mulloway sitting at the bottom of those boulders. I aimed up, shot him in the top of the head, and he just took off. I could see when he ran, he was scraping my spear along the bottom. I knew the outcome would be a really badly bent spear. Boy, only one there. Got that mulloway in my hands, dragged him back to the boat. Awesome fish in that 19 to 20 kilo mark. Lined up on the ski, and I put that mulloway in our brand new fish bags from Dive R. Yeah, yoo-hoo! Bleh, bleh. Pretty much to fill up one of these new fish bags that I got from Ray Powell from Dive R. Well, swimming around, just not finding any fish. Beautiful clear water, warm, so much bait, no fish. But finally found myself a beautiful mulloway. Oh yes. Get into that fish bag, buddy. Get into that fish bag. There's ice on top of him. Sat at the back of the ski, pulled in my spear to look in disgust at an absolute hideous bend. Missed the mulloway. Oh, you taught me a good lesson. Here we go. Give it a go. Now, straightening spears is something that is really difficult. Fortunately, this was a stainless spear, and stainless spears, you can usually get them back to straight. Most spring steel spears are almost impossible to straighten again. They snap and not just bend and reflex back into shape. Definitely not perfect, but definitely doable. Yeah, the major kink there. Just
get the day out of it. I think I was about all I'll get. Like I bought one just 55 kinks later.
We made another move. It was getting on and Jones hadn't yet shot a fish. So we moved to an area that looked really fishy, searching for mackerel. About the third dive, Jones was laying on the bottom. Really nice mackerel swam above his head. He did incredibly, slowed down, brought the gun up slowly, picked the biggest one of that school, shot himself a really nice mackerel.
I think Jones has just found a fish. What do you get, Jones? Lovely, lovely, lovely.
There was just a couple of minutes left before Jones had to go. He did one more dive and he shot himself another really nice Moses perch.
Nice, Jones.
That little Moses perch.
Beautiful little Moses.
It's a Daniel man.
Spied by Dan. Nice.
10 o'clock, we had to head in. It was a really cool little morning dive. Nice mulloway, nice mackerel. Jones got himself a really nice Moses perch to finish off the dive.
First day with the dive bar bags. Put some fish in them finally. Bit of a slow start in the morning. Me and Jones get out. Jones, you got a nice Moses. Beautiful little Moses. Good mackerel, Jones. Nice. Haven't seen any big late season ones yet. Hopefully this afternoon. Me and Paul about to head back out. Oh, and a nice picture. Phew. Nice mulloway. Good fish. Stoked.
Paulo was waiting for us at the boat ramp when we got there and we did a quick swap out. Jones grabbed his fish, took my mulloway with him and he headed off home. Paulo jumped on and we headed out, back out. Our first focus was trying to find some mackerel. Tide was a little bit lower, bar was a little bit rougher, but it was just as fishy as when we'd come in. First spot we pulled up at was where Jones had shot his mackerel previously. My first dive, I hit the bottom and I was actually mobbed by bait, followed by a big school of small mackerel. It's amazing to see down in northern New South Wales, big schools of small mackerel like this. It's a really promising thing for the future of mackerel. I didn't take any of them because they were a little small, but I kept on just working my way along that reef edge amongst the areas that were filled with lots of bait. I was breathing up to dive again and I noticed a really nice mackerel come swimming in underneath me. Really good fish. Just slowly dove down on it, trying not to spook it. He felt my presence a little bit, but I just swam slowly, got a really nice shot into this mackerel. Absolutely smoked me. Such a cool fish. Met Ball back at the ski and lifted that mackerel up and just got it up into the ski. It's a good one, a little bit long, just made it into the fish bag.
Oh, he's a fatty. No wonder. Look how fat that thing is. Goodness gracious.
Oh, gonna make it?
Must have the tail out. I couldn't find a smaller one.
Too big?
Ball and I both jumped back in the water and again looking for mackerel. I swam off. I didn't actually see any more. But Borlo, very first dive, he saw another nice mackerel. Didn't want to know him, just drifted away, couldn't quite get a shot. Swam along a little bit further, following the bait. Saw again another nice mackerel. He dove on it, lined up, took his time. Got a great shot, and he also got absolutely smoked by a really nice mackerel. We come back and we met back at the boat together. I was saying I hadn't seen any mackerel. Paul told me he'd seen a bunch.
All right, the old fish pro. Perfect fit for that bag, eh?
We put his fish in and we moved a little bit further out to where he had been seeing those mackerel. We probably spent about an hour looking for mackerel, not to see any more. Found some really fishy spots, boiled over in one spot that was just packed with surgeon fish, almost enough to really see some snapper. One of the spots, when Ball dove, he got down to the bottom and you can see the bait spooking everywhere. This is one of the things I love to see. When I'm hunting these big pelagic fish like mackerel or like mulloway, I love seeing bait spook like this. To me, it always just makes me think that I'm close to seeing some of these big pelagic fish. Next dive, while I was laying on the bottom and a nice spangled emperor come through. It's getting late, there's only a few minutes left before we had to go, so he showed himself a nice spangled emperor to go with his Spanish mackerel. We'll swim back towards the boat and I noticed on the bottom a really nice parrotfish. Ball saw me dive, turned on his camera to see me just almost with my fins sticking out of the water, shooting this parrotfish that was being cleaned by a cleaner rat. Beautiful big parrotfish, wonderful fish, one of my favourite eating fish in northern New South Wales. We headed back out to the boat that had been just anchored off the drop-off. Borlo dove, and as he was coming back up, he said he saw a giant boarfish. Now, this is a fish that we so rarely see in this area. I thought I'd do one last dive before we jumped in the ski and headed in and have a look and see if I could see that giant bory. Now, my camera had died, and I know that usually when my battery dies, if I turn it on one last time, I'll usually get 5 to 10 seconds filming out of that. I hit the bottom and I looked over, saw that boarfish just swimming away from me. Turned my camera on, it beeped, I couldn't believe it. Swam over, just as it was getting out of range, I shot it and started to pull it up as my camera turned off, stoked to actually get the footage of shooting a boarfish in an area that I had never seen one before. My camera was flat, Borlo's camera was flat, and it was time to head in anyway. He had to go back in and pick up his kids from school. We shot in, some really cool fish, and another incredible day here in our local waters. Hey, next episode is one with myself, Jones, Tack and Borlo. We go up north chasing some incredible fish. We shoot some nice job fish. Oh, we have some crazy shark encounters and an incredible 2 days diving up in North Queensland. Hey, I want to remind you, if you're looking for some of the gear that we use, the Rife gear, here in Australia, you'll find it at Adreno. Remember, you can get 10% discount if you use your discount code, TimSpear there. Online, in-store, get your discount for all of your Rife gear. Again, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, thank you for sharing, thank you for being a part of our community, thank you for all those encouraging, telling the incredible stories of you getting out and diving and the amazing fish that many of our spearfishing down under community is shooting. Thanks for watching, get out, shoot some fish yourself.